Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking how to add and manage your clients within RC Reports. In order to generate a reasonable compensation report or an entity planning report, the first thing you will need to do is add a client to RC Reports. We'll start by first clicking on the Clients module on the left. Once you do that, all of the clients you have already entered will show here on this screen. These clients are sorted alphabetically by last name. You'll see here that you can click into your archived clients, shared clients, or to create a new client, we click this button on the far right, which we will do now. Once we click the new client button, we enter the client's information. First, we'll start by entering their first name, their last name, and their business name. Once we do that, we'll click to set the NAICS code. Here is a list of all of your different options that you can search through. You can also search by keyword as well. Once we find the company NAICS code that we're looking for, we click it, and that adds it to the client's account. We'll then enter the client's email address and phone number. Keep in mind that we will never share your client's information, and the email address you enter here will allow you to email the reasonable compensation report directly to the client or email the reasonable compensation interview link to your client. When we have the client's information entered, we click this button, Add Client Profile, which will then make it so our client shows up in this main client list. When I go to My Active Clients, you'll see Michael Scott. A couple other things to keep in mind. Because every shareholder in a company needs a reasonable compensation report, when you create multiple shareholders for the same company, you'll do so like this is shown here. We have Jane, Joe, and John, who are all a part of the ABC company set up with their own unique client profiles. On the same page, if we have one person who owns multiple companies, such as Ryan Reynolds, we'll also set them up under their own unique client profiles here, as we see Ryan Reynolds is. Now that you have created your new client within RC Reports, you can now click on that client and start initiating reasonable compensation reports by clicking here. We'll cover how to run those reasonable compensation reports in our next video. Until then, thanks for joining, and remember, in a world where you can be anything, be reasonable.